On the whistle.
Robert Donovan right there.
You okay?
Do it! You got it! My hernia! There you go! Inside!
That was actually a race.
Good job, man.
Like I said, those races in between races.
Hey, welcome to the stream. How's it going, guys? I'm Ben Gayet. Tonight we're gonna watch the final race of the season in the SoCalCross Prestige Series. So it's race number 14. We're at Moreno Valley again. The city of Moreno Valley is welcoming cyclocross once again. Jeff is in the chat. How's it going, Jeff? We have Tomo, we have Ixie, Ben, Chris. A bunch of guys are in the chat. How's it going? Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. Yeah. So I hope you guys had a good holiday. And yeah, we're gonna have a good race tonight. We're back at Moreno Valley. The course is a bit different than last time we were there. It's still about 2.5 kilometer course. Jeffrey Ring is the course designer. He made an awesome course once again. And Chris is saying, great holiday, gain 10 pounds. Yeah, so all the fitness you guys gained by racing cyclocross, it's all gone now. Martin is in the chat, so we're gonna watch the battle between me and Martin tonight. It's gonna be interesting. I'm running the Near Wheels again tonight, so I've been sponsored by Near Wheels this season. So I had those awesome carbon wheels. So if you're in the market to shop for carbon wheels, check them out at nearwheels.com or on Instagram. They're really worth checking out. They're made by hand by Near himself, and those are the best wheels on the market. And Ben is saying that's always good. Yeah. All right, so let's jump into the race. So, all right, there we are. Moreno Valley, day 2, race number 14, long season. Elite man at the start. So I think we have 14 riders tonight, and it's on. All right, the race is on. So we have 2 cameras. So Martin in front of me took a fast start. We have those other riders behind me. We have Bob is there tonight, and Martin, look at him, he's already in 3rd place, diving into the first corner. So Martin's having a really good start. He's with Kent Hammond and Matthew Noble at the front. That's me behind. I'm in 8th place, about midfield, 14 riders. All right, so fast starting. Look at Martin at the front. He's going all out at the start, following Matthew Noble there, and yeah, Kent Hammond's in 1st place. So yeah, big battle for the series overall tonight. We're gonna see who's gonna be the champion of the SoCalCross Prestige Series. All right, so single file there. Ixie Ben is saying, I said that's always good because Chris said he gained 10 pounds. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying. Yeah, so that's not good for the power to weight ratio, right? and Josh is in the chat. How's it going, Josh? Josh, you missed the start. So Josh, you were not there that weekend, taking a break. Look at Martin. So Martin is still in 3rd place, going really hard. We can see them right there. There's a fast group at the front following this dude. I'm in 8th place, and Bob is behind me. Bob is having a good race. He moved up to the Elite A for that race. Crispy saying, I don't know how you guys stay in shape. Josh saying got tired of being last. Yeah, I mean sometimes it's it's better to focus on your training, Josh. I think that was a good idea that weekend. All right, so the barriers there went clean. Bob's still behind me. I'm still behind that guy. All right, so as I said, there was a battle between me and Martin because coming into this race, I was ahead of Martin into the points, but by a very small margin. So if Martin finishes ahead of me, if he's 2 positions ahead of me on this race, he's gonna pass me in the standings. And Gregory Goodwine there making a move, and I'm making a move at the same time. So Martin is going down to 4th place. I'm going up into 7th place. So that's important. We're gonna see how it goes into the series overall. We're just outside the top 10. So if we have a good race, me and Martin, we have a chance to make it into the top 10 in the series overall. That's been my stretch goal this season, to break into the top 10. All right, so if you remember the last race I streamed, which one was it? It was race number 10. So we missed three races that I skipped ahead. So we were racing the CACX Championship weekend in Los Angeles. So I didn't stream that one. I got 6th position. So 2 races with a 6 positions. So got some good points there. And then the Saturday, the day before that race we're watching right now, we were racing at Moreno Valley for the first day, and I got. What was my result there? I got 9th place the day before. So those are the races we skipped ahead. Alright, getting into the whoop section there. Martin is still following Gregory Goodwine in 4th place. So he's starting fast. So look at his heart rate. He's at 156 BPM. And it looks like he's not pushing hard, but that's his threshold is very low. So if you look at the bar, when the bar is full, that's pretty much the maximum value that was registered by the Garmin during the race. So so at 156, Martin is at threshold. He's pretty much all out. Ixi Ben is saying this is a nice course. Just moved up to sport, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to keep up with that class. Yeah. Yeah, sports class is very competitive, and we said Alan Zeneker made a move on Martin for the 4th place. So Martin is down into 5th place, and there's an interesting section right there where they put some tape inside of this pile of dirt there, and we have to run around. The thing is that it was possible to ride this section, but it was just so slow to ride it that it was faster to run around it. So that was yeah, you could see you could take the wide line around that corner. It was rideable, but it was faster to run it. So you were gonna have a lot of running on this race. And Chris, you moved up to you've been in sport for a couple of years, but not making progress. Yeah, I mean sometimes when you hit a plateau, even if you don't win, you can still move up to experts. I'm just being in a faster category during a longer distance. With faster guys, it makes you move up. Alright, so I have a gap to the guys behind me, so I got some clear hair. I'm gonna try to catch 6th place ahead of me. Josh is saying that looked like a heart rate spike in the making. And Scott is in chat. How many breaks do you take when you road bike? How many breaks? You mean taking a break and doing a road bike ride? I don't know. As much as it's needed. Usually when I road bike, it's just for fun. So take a lot of break. And Chris is saying, I still enjoy the rush of racing. It hurts as much whether you're in shape or not. Yeah, the thing is with cycling is the more in shape you get, or the further you progress, it never gets easier. You only go faster, right? So people who think, oh yeah, this guy is in shape, he must be a lot easier. No, it's not easier. We just go faster. We just go longer, faster. All right, so Martin almost done with his lap there, going around the snowman there, the snowman hairpin. It's the Santa Cruz, so it's a Christmas themed race. Josh is saying in racing everyone is suffering, yeah, and yeah, we're all flat out. And you can choose how much suffering you want. If you want 100% suffering, 105%, or 95%, you can kind of tune how much suffering you want. All right, so I'm done with lap 1. 99 laps now. We got 8 laps to go, so it's gonna be a 9 laps race. So yeah, that race was recorded December 16. So it was at the end of December, almost winter. can look at the temperature. It's almost winter, 21 Celsius. No, that was the perfect weather for a race. And Mijas is in the chat. Mijas Caris says, "Hi, I really like your vids. Bless from Chile." All right, cheers from Chile. Let us know where you're watching from. I know it's a bit hard to watch from Europe right now, or the East Coast. It gets a bit lately, but I hope you guys watch the replay. Josh is saying winter. Yeah, I make fun of Italy. It's like 23 degrees Celsius on the Garmin right now. It's so it's so unlike the other cyclocross videos that we see on the World Cup, where it's in the mud and it's raining and snowing. All right, so I don't have a visual on the guys in front. I'm still trying to push hard to reconnect with the guys in front. So I think in front of me, I think I have Martin, Matt Smith, Gregory Goulwine. Those are the group racing together at the front. So it seems like Martin got dropped a little bit by Zeneker. And Ben, you're saying your longest race was 62 miles. It cost $35 and it was worth that and more. Oh yeah, that's cheaper, Mal. All right, so I have some wolves chasing me. Look behind. I think who's that? I think behind me I have. I think that's Joe Backman. Joe Backman is there. He's the champion of the men's Bs. Just won the series in the Bs, and now he's racing with us in the A's. And who's in front of him? Is that? I'm not sure if that's Bill or Jay. And Crispy was saying what happened to all the 24 8-hour races. Yeah, so they changed it, like Josh saying, he changed them to 6 12-hour race. There's one in October, you say? One 24-hour race. You tried it last year, Josh, the 24-hour race, man. That looks so brutal to do that solo. Alright, so yeah, I'm not gonna do the race this weekend. So there's a race this weekend. It's the Cross Fever. So the regular season has ended, but they're still cross racing. Oh, at the moment they're almost tripped there, and the guys behind are catching me slowly, and they're making progress on me. So the race this weekend is the SoCalCross Fever series. It's a two weekends race series. So it's gonna be at Irvine Lake this weekend. So there's gonna be cyclocross, there's gonna be mountain bike, short track. So check it out if you cut the Cross Fever. For me, I think I'm gonna do long training rides. But yeah, I was supposed to ride with you, Josh, Sunday. So I guess that's out of question now. You broke your foot. You're gonna tell us what happened. And we see Matthew Smith just passed in front of Martin. So he was on his wheel for a while, and now Matthew went in front of Martin for 5th place. So Martin is down into 6th place. Tight pass, yeah, that was a tight pass into the whoops. I didn't know if he did the double jump. We don't have a camera, so we don't know if Matt did the double jump for the pass. I just assume he did. Yeah, so you fell off doing a wheelie in the parking lot. Oh my god, that's always how you break a bone, is always by doing something silly like that. That's how I broke my tibia 3 years ago, doing a wheelie at the top of Mammoth Mountain after the Kamikaze Bike Games. Like you survive the Kamikaze Bike Games and then you just take a picture doing a wheelie and you break a bone, man. That's what you did, Josh. Oh my god. I think I have your picture on Instagram. So that's Josh there with a broken foot. So heal up, man. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I hope you're back on the bike in a few weeks, 4 or 5 weeks probably. Matt is in the chat, tight pass because we gotta go. You were pumping those rollers pretty hard. Yeah, that looked good. That was a nice move. So Matt is the guy right in front of Martin right there up the stairs. Super fast. Look at Matt, how technical he is. Very smooth remount. Martin is trying to stay on his wheel. That was a really tight section. They changed it, so we were going right there. It was very, very hard to get the corner right because it was off camber, so you had to tiptoe around it. There was two lines, and kind of a tight inside line and a wider outside line. I think they were both terribly slow right here. You just had to tiptoe and then drop in there. That's why I would reclip. Took me a while to clip in. And then once you were clear, those were just like slow corners, not too bad. And then at that point you were out of the bushes. You're back on the power. So Josh, you were able to pedal. You still got on the shuttle and did the ride. 3 hours and 4,000 feet with a broken foot. Man. You ride flat pedals on your enduro bike. Oh man. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, when you clipped in, sometimes that can happen. You cannot unclip, and that's what happened to me. I couldn't unclip in time, so when I put my foot down, it was like a bit too late. And alright, so look at Martin. He's pushing really hard. He's able to reconnect with Matthew. So we're gonna see the battle between Martin and Matt Smith.
Okay, stay in there, you're right there, you're right.
Oh, so Scott, you're saying your friend was using clipless pedal for the first time. He did a wheelie and fell on his back. Like, straight on the back. Man. Still clipped in. Like a turtle, cannot move. So yeah, so Josh, you didn't know it was broken. It just hurt. But then yeah, I guess when you get off the bike, it starts to get swollen. And Yordi's in the chat. How's it going, Yordi? Yordi's tuning in from Costa Rica. All right, so look at Martin. He's still on the wheel with Matt. Those guys are riding really well, taking some good lines, railing the turns. So yeah, so Moreno Valley, I think it became one of my favorite courses this season. I really love a flat course, fast corners, everything is dirt. Yeah, that was my favorite course, and it was working really well with the bike setup I had. Fast acceleration. Josh is saying, seeing the doctor tomorrow. I'm guessing a week off the bike, then gentle trainer work. Bulk outdoors and 4-6 weeks. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. If it's not like a fracture that you see on an X-ray where it's like all separated, usually a hair fracture, you need 2 weeks to let it like the bones to form a new bone, and then after those 2 weeks, you can start to do some activity. And Arise cheering up. Martin still on the wheel of Matt. Chris is saying, is there a raffle? So no, there's no raffle tonight. So Yordi's showing up even when there's no raffle. He's a regular to the stream. Alright, so I was saying there was a battle in the points between me and Martin. So what happened is that if Martin is finishing 2 positions ahead of me, it's gonna be a tie in the points, and he's gonna leapfrog me in the series overall. Because when it's a tie, it's the race order that is the tiebreaker. So that's what is at stake. So I need to be at least no more than 1 position behind Martin to stay ahead of him in the standings. So you're already saying Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you got some good New Year's resolution. Did anybody get a new bike for Christmas, or a new challenge? Extra watts. Yeah, I hope I have extra watts. I'm not gonna snowboard too much this winter, so I should still get my power up. So Josh, you were saying it's a total fracture. Alright, so just gotta be careful with it and don't put weight on it. You're saying come to Costa Rica, man. Alright. We need some New Year's resolution, don't break anything. Well, I mean, you're allowed 1 fracture per year, so you're done for 2019. So that's the good news, Josh. So you gotta change your New Year's resolution to less than 2 fractures. So look at the remount there. So I think that was the way to go. The way Matt did it was on the downhill section. So you're still not done with the sand section, but remounting downhill, I think it helped with the gravity, gave you a little speed boost to remount without losing speed. And here I was taking the first turn, still on the bike and unclipping for the second turns. And yeah, right there, remount on the way down. Alright, so Martin still on the wheel of Matthew. Chris is saying, nothing like being sick or injured to reappreciate when you're not. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's for sure. And that's when you realize, man, it's so precious to be healthy and, you know, to be able to ride every day. And Martin is saying, hanging on, hanging on. Yeah, you're doing good, Martin. That was the section where, look at Matt. Matt is so fast in this section. That's where I think he pulls a gap on you. And I'm still far behind. I see that I'm approaching that section right there. I have the wolves still chasing me. I think we're gonna see the wolves there chasing me with their white jerseys. And then we're gonna see. No, I think Martin is already out of the woods. Josh is saying wellness is a gift, always appreciated. I've been mentally preparing for an injury for years. I'm so okay with it. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that can be tough mentally when you get an injury, I guess, because you lose your you lose your outlet. Like if cycling is your outlet for stress and, you know, the pressure you deal with, you kind of lose it all at once. That can be tough.
Come on, Mark.
Yeah, so I think so. What's happening? I think Matt is able to open a little gap in the stair section, and then Martin is able to reconnect with him on the straight to stay on his wheel, to stay in the precious draft. Jeff is saying, I cracked hard Monday and ended up with a concussion. Oh yeah, so I will be riding vicariously through your videos for the next week or so. Oh yeah, you're gonna have some downtime, Jeff. 6 laps to go. Alright, 6 laps to go. 9 laps race. Alright. So Jeff, I hope you're good. I hope you heal up from there. It's always a big if you get a concussion, it's a big hit. Alright, here they are. We saw them there, Martin and Matt. So they have a big gap on me. Yeah, concussions are serious. You don't wanna mess with that. Gotta change the helmet. If you get a concussion, usually the helmet did its job and it's time to change it. Alright, now approaching the barriers. Look at the technique there. Very fast by Matt. Martin is hanging in there. Jeff is saying, what's really pissed me off was I destroyed. Yeah, it's destroyed. Okay, so there's no question, and it's if it's broken, it's broken. I hope it wasn't new. I hope it wasn't a brand new helmet. All right, so I have the wolves behind me. Look at them jumping the barriers. Oh, we have 3 wolves behind me, and there's a pack. There's a pack of 3. they're hunting in pack. So Josh saying about 35 seconds from Martin. Nice gap, lot of work. Yeah, 35 seconds is a lot in cyclocross. Sometimes a guy is just ahead like that, just that gap in front of Martin. It can take a whole lap to close that gap. It's every meter is so precious. You really need to keep your speed up in the turn and be early on the power. It makes you appreciate the small details of keeping your momentum. And when you go back to cross-country mountain biking, you can think about those skills and use them in your race. I think it helps a lot. So only a month old the helmet, Jeff, that you broke. Oh man, that's a bummer. Brand new helmet. Josh is saying cyclocross makes me want to cry. There's no time to cry. You're always on the power. There's no downtime in cyclocross. Alright, we're gonna see if Matt is going for the double jump. Oh no, he's just pumping the whoops. So Chris is asking, is the video pausing? It's not. Maybe it's the internet on your side. Let me know if it's too skippy. Here it says it's green. No drop frame. So Josh saying video good on your phone. All right. So it might be on your side, Chris. Might be the internets. So Josh, you're gonna ride with a broken foot, but don't make me race cyclocross. No, don't try to race. Because you always need to be mindful when you have an injury. So when you do something too intense, that's where your mind gets focused on the obstacle or whatever, and you're not mindful of your injury anymore, and that's where you make a movement that you shouldn't do, and you hurt yourself. And Scott is saying stream is fine on your phone too. Alright, you guys are all watching on phones. It's nice.
Fly over it. Come on, Benno.
Alright, let's do this. Riding it. That's the one turn that I couldn't ride fast. Because this turn right there I could ride fast while being clipped in. It's just the second turn I was like too tight of a right-hander, so I had to unclip there. So Jeff, you took a drop off for granted and paid the price. Oh yeah, that's when you get too comfortable. Okay, so you're good now. Change the resolution. Yeah, sometimes you give it a refresh and it rebuffers and it's good. Look at Matt there. He's trying to escape. He's trying to break the draft with Martin. Trying to escape. That's a section where you can do it. Look at him. He's already gone. Look at him. Look at the gap he was able to open. So Matt is on fire on this day. I'm there. I'm approaching the section, trying to reconnect with them. So Josh is saying saving up for a power meter for the videos, so no internet anymore. Okay. So I got the power meter for my cross bike. I just bought it. I bought it when there was some big specials for Black Friday. So I got the Stages power meter. Here it is. So I put that on my cross country bike. So we're gonna have power meters, power data for the cross country season this year. So thanks a lot for my Patreon. So it's thanks to my patrons on Patreons during all season last year. Yeah, so thanks Josh, you were patrons. So yeah, that's gonna be cool for next season. We're gonna see the power for the cross country race. So it's the same one I have on this bike right now. That's a Stages also have on this bike. So I think it's gonna be good because it's gonna be the same thing on both bikes.
Just right now, they're just rolling it out.
So you're gonna go with the Quark. Oh yeah, you're going all in. So the Quark is more advanced. It's more. I think you get more. You get boats. You get boat legs, and you get a different type of data that you can more analyze the quality of your pedal stroke. But yeah, it's a lot more expensive too. So I think the Stages was a good price range. I think it was $600, and with the Black Friday deal, I got it for $400. Also, you got a heavy crank, so for you it's like, okay, so it's gonna be worth it if you were to replace the crank anyway. Yeah. All right, so look at the wolf. So there's a change of leader in the wolf pack. I think Roman Semenov is now the leader of the wolves. Look at him. Alright, he's in green right there. He's riding for Don's bikes. So Roman is coming up. He wants to steal my 7th place. I need that place. I need to keep it. I need to be 1 place behind Martin. Martin is in 6th, so I need that position. Jersey, he's flying. Yeah, he came out of nowhere. He was behind Joe Backman. We didn't see him much, and that's Joe. That's Joe in white behind us. And then he just turned on the nitro. He's like, okay, this is it. Half race. I need to use my nitros. DRS, power to pass. Everything turned on. Look at him. Look at him, he's flying. Alright, so gonna try to defend a little bit and do what I can, doing our best. Just saying, still a long race though, 9 laps. Yeah, so we are on lap 5 of 9. So yeah, I gotta pace myself on a race like that. I cannot go all out. So you see my heart rate, 160 BPM. It's still a bit lower than my threshold. My threshold is at 172. And look at him, he's going. He's surprising me on the outside there of that turn. I didn't see him coming. All right, so now he's ahead. So I'm down into 8th place. Hey. Skifu is in the chat. He says, I finally catch you live. Oh yeah, nice. Welcome to the stream, Skifu. So where are you watching from? Is it a weird time to watch where you are? Is it super early in the morning? Alright, look at him. He's Roman is already opened the gap in front of me. He's already escaping. Maybe I'm pacing down. We have Joe is on my wheel behind. And Joe Backman. He's riding for Team Vegan. He's the men's B champion. Also, you're watching from Winnipeg, Manitoba, 10:33. Okay, so alright, so it's not too bad. It's not too late. Cheers, cheers from Canada. Alright, so looks like Martin is working hard to stay with Matt, but Matt is escaping in front of him. So yeah, it's pretty dry. I heard that the next race is gonna be muddy. There's some rain in the forecast. So who's gonna be there? Who's gonna be it's gonna be at Irvine Lake this weekend. So I think Saturday might be dry, and then the rain should arrive. I think in the middle of the afternoon, Saturday. So Saturday to Sunday, it should rain, and then it should be a mud fest Sunday. So look it up, SoCalCross Fever Series, Irvine Lake. Here's a picture that Jeff Urban posted. That was on the SoCalCross series. Look at the mud. So I don't know if it's gonna look like that. Should be pretty intense here. Josh saying gap hasn't changed. Are you seeing the gap between Martin and between me and Martin? Yeah. So the gap between me and Martin seems to be stable at that point in the race. So Palm Canyon sounds way better. So is that the ride we're supposed to do? Yeah. I don't know, how is it in the rain? Is it good? Have you do you think it's gonna hold up well in the rain? All right, so Joe is on my wheel. Look at him. He's thinking about it. He wants to make a move probably. He wants to show what he can do, what a men's speed champion can do in the Ace. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Joe would have been up there.
YouTube subscribers.
And Andrew wanted me to pet his dog. that's a dog end up. Gives you good luck. Okay, so Martin lost the wheel of Matthew. It's official. Matt is going to escape with 5th place in front. I still have Roman in front of me. He's right there. I got a visual. Oh yeah, so it's Palm Canyon is a dry desert type of terrain. Yeah, so when it rains, it becomes like brush cement. It becomes so much grip. All right, 4 laps to go. Joe behind me, seems like he's dropping a little bit. Oh, he's working hard. He wants to grab my wheel. So look at Martin. So Martin is gonna turn the corner. We're gonna see him at the top of the screen there. We just passed the corner there. So so that's gonna be. We're gonna look at the gap. Oh yeah. So there he is. Joe was able to reconnect. So how many miles in the race? So it's 2.5 kilometers per lap. We do 9 laps, so that's 24 kilometers, and that's 15 miles. That's gonna be about an hour of racing, and usually race leaders, they do it in 1 hour. They compute the number of laps so that it's a 1 hour race, and because I'm a bit far off of the leaders, usually I'm like 5 or 6 minutes after finishing after them. So for me it's an hour, 6-minute race. Alright, so Joe is still flying, still on me. Oh, I forgot to check the gap. Good technique there. So the day before, I had a really bad race. It was terrible. I think it was one of my worst races ever, where I didn't have any excuse. So it was all. I messed up so many times. So I messed up on the barriers on lap 1, and I burped really bad. So I was very low pressure the whole race. I was trying to nurse my tire so it wouldn't get off the rim. It was just like, it was low enough to worry, but not low enough to be worth stopping to use a CO2. So I was kind of just maybe losing a few seconds per lap, nursing the tire, and then what happened? I think I crashed once, and then I was very far off, so I started to grab the end up. So I picked up a candy cane from the trees, and then the whole branch came with it, and then the branch got stuck in my derailleur, and then I started picking up some Oreo cookies and other stuff, and I tried to pick up the branch again just for fun, and it got stuck again in my derailleur, and I had to run for the rest of the final stretch. It was a mess, complete mess. Finished last, and yeah, that was not good. Ninth place, but we were only 9 riders the day before. And Gustavo is in the chat. How's it going, Gustavo? Saying hello, Ben. Hello, everyone. Josh is saying losing with style. Yeah. And what else happened? So, so when we were racing at the Veterans Memorial Park for the CACX Championship, I had a bad race on the Saturday. The Saturday I crashed into a tree, and I thought I had broken my collarbone. It was such a big impact. It knocked me out for a few seconds. I was like, I need to stop. I need to check if I have a broken bone or something. And then it turns out it wasn't broken, but it hurt so bad. So I was able to still finish the race. But yeah, that was not a good race for me. And then the Sunday I had a better race. The course was different. It was the flow was much better. I was being able to focus a lot much better on the Sunday, and had a good race. So picked up some good points on that weekend still. Right, running. Remounting on the downhill section there. 40 seconds is the gap, so the gap is increasing a little bit. Martin is able to open the gap. Oh yeah, he's pushing hard. You look at his heart rate, 157. That's about the highest we see from him in the race. When you see the bar is full, that's the maximum value the Garmin recorded. So he's at his max. Yes. For me, if 163 is my max for the race, then that means I'm tired. That means, because usually I can go 175, 179 in a race, because my threshold is at 172. So if I go above threshold, go anaerobic. But I think I was at the end of a training block. So yeah, that's what I was. I was at the end of a training block that week, and the week after that it was a recovery week, so I didn't ride much, only 6 hours about, and then after that started another block of training. Josh is saying he's in full suffer mode. Oh yeah. Alright, so he's by himself, so it's tough to be in full suffer mode when you are by yourself. Like, you kind of need to use some mental tricks. Like, you need to imagine the wolves are about to eat you alive. So I'm trying to catch Roman in front. We don't see him anymore. He's right there. Lap 6, almost done. Do we see him? Yeah, he's down the road. He's taking the turn down the road. So that's the guy I need to catch. 3 laps to go. I have 3 laps to catch him. Yeah, if it stays like that, Martin is gonna leapfrog me in the series standing. So he's in 6th, I'm in 8th. I need to be 7 if I want to stay ahead of him in the standings. It's the battle for the top 10 in the overall standings. Yeah, so I see him. I see my prey. Every time we get into this section, I see him. He's down the road right there. Joe is pacing down, so I'm not gonna be under attack behind me. So taking some good lines. I mean, at the end of this season, it's I kind of feel very comfortable with the bike, so I'm able to let it slide a bit more with those skinny tires. All right, that was a not bad remount. I'm a bit careful because the day before I burped there, so now I don't wanna put too much. I don't want to put too much like impact on my rear wheel. Sean Gates is in the chat. How's it going, Sean? Says awesome coverage. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching live, Sean. Yeah, if you guys are watching live, hit the thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. So I post my entire race season like that. And I'm gonna take a break from streaming because I don't have anything else to stream for the next month or two. So I think streaming is probably gonna resume sometime, I guess in March, when we start racing the California series in cross country. And Josh is asking, what do you run for tires on the Genius? So I think on the Genius, yeah, I have something 2.3. I think. I don't think I'm 2.4. I think I have the Vittoria something 2.3. Yeah, and I have cross-country wheels. So it's almost a cross-country setup that I'm running on my Genius. I was racing the Kamikaze Bike Games Pro course with cross-country wheels and 2.3 tires. But it worked. I guess the bigger wheels, XC Genius. Yeah, it's a cross-country bike with 160 millimeters of travel. Extreme XC. Sean and Gage is saying new 6, but is everyone on 1x drivetrain? Yeah, I think everybody's on a 1x drivetrain at this point. I've saw a few front derailleurs, but yeah, especially on the flat course like that, you really don't need the range of a 2x anything. So yeah, 1x is the way to go. So I think on that Scott it's a 1x11, and I don't remember the cassette setting. I think I have a cassette that's made for grinding. I can grind pretty steep roads on this bike. So Josh, you want a 2x? Yeah, you almost never use the big ring. Yeah, so my cassette is not really a race cassette setup. It's more like a weekend rides setup where I can go do some gravel rides or looking down. I don't know if there's a problem. Oh, the seat moved. So I don't know what happened there. It must have been when I was running, or maybe when I unmounted before I run, because I didn't crash, I didn't do anything weird, so I don't know why the seat moved. Too many watts, yeah. So I'm not pushing watts. I'm not balanced if the seat is moving. So hey, the Booba is asking, what pedals do you use for cyclocross? I use the same one as for cross country. So I use the Times XC6 are the pedals I use. Do I have a picture of my pedals? I don't think I have a picture of my pedals. Maybe on this picture. Oh, we don't see them. Yeah, Times. That's the brand of pedal I like. I mean, I like the system. Also, Mavic is compatible. Do you think it is the cleat the same? Is the so what pedals do you ride the Booba? Do you? A lot of people are on Crank Brothers. A lot of people have used Shimano. Those are usually the most popular pedal systems. Sean is asking what's the front chainring. I don't know. I think that's a 42 that I have, and no, a dropper post. I don't think anyone has a dropper for. I've seen a picture of one bike with a dropper seat post on a cyclocross bike. But, all right, we're gonna see. So Martin just passed next to Roman there. So that's Martin we saw make the turn there, and Roman is not too far up the road. So 2 laps to go. I'm making progress on Roman. So keep an eye on the right. We're gonna see Roman. That's the gap right there. Roman is there in green. That's the guy I need to catch. So I'm making progress on him. And Martin, you're saying you like the Shimano XTR. So alright, so Josh is saying so Mavic is using the time system again. And the Booba you're running Shimano too. Yeah, Shimano is very popular. So yeah, the Crank Brothers, it's usually hit and miss. It takes a lot of maintenance to keep them good. The thing with the time, sometimes I never ever service them, and they last forever. So I'm from Canada, so I used to ride in heavy mud all the time, and the times you just rinse them and they stay good. You never have trouble reclipping, even if you're walking in the mud. And so I think that must be good for cyclocross. Like when people ride some really muddy course, like maybe this Sunday, it might be a good system. Jeff is riding the egg beaters. Josh saying about 38 seconds. Alright, so we're making progress. So I'm catching Roman for 7th place, and we're also catching Martin a little bit. So we're pacing up. So Roman is right there. We just saw him. Josh saying I have a tough time getting into mine, but I love the float and they just feel natural to me. Yeah, that's the thing. People usually they love the time or they hate the time. There's no in between, because there's a lot of float with the times, like not just angle float, there's also like side to side float a little bit. So it feels like your foot is free on the pedal. It feels almost more free than on flat pedals. That's what I think. And some people don't like that. They like when they feel like really connected to the pedal. So Martin, you did your first few cyclocross races on flat, and it was fine. Yeah, I mean it can help in the technical sections, right? I think what I find hard with flat is to keep pedaling when the bike is drifting a little bit, whether you're drifting in mud or on loose stuff. When you're clipped in with clipless pedal, you can just keep pedaling like and keep the engine going, and then you can put some power into the drift. Sean is saying looks so painful. Yeah, that's cyclocross. It's a 1 hour time trial pace. Hey Devon, he's in the chat saying hey, how's it going, Devon? Yeah, the egg beaters. Jeff, you're saying they have a lot of float too. Yeah, that's what I have on my enduro bike. I like them for that. And Nollins just joined us for the final 2 laps. Better late than never. Yeah, So, just to recap, so Martin is in 6th place. He got dropped by Matt Smith in front of him, who's escaping with 5th place. At the front we have Kent Hammond and Matthew Noble are fighting for 1st place. We saw Alan Ziniker and Gregory Goodwine passed us earlier in the race, so they are there in the top 5. And now I'm trying to catch Roman in front of me. So in the series standing, what it means is that if I finish 2 positions behind Martin, like it is right now, Martin is going to beat me in the standing. He's going to be in the top 10. I'm going to drop into 11th place. So that's what we're watching. Let's see if I can catch Roman right there. He's right there, so he's really not that far. So I just need to get on the power. 2 laps to go. It won't take much, and I'm going to be right on his wheel, ready to dive into one corner at the end. He's right there. So that's for the top 10 overall. Gotta stay clean, but gotta stay fast. So Devin is asking, what's your max HR? So I haven't tested max HR in a while. I'm guessing it's around 180, 188, 189. That's my guess. My threshold is at 172. So I'm racing below my threshold for this race. I think that means I'm tired. So just you're saying that Matt Noble beat you at the Grizzly 100. It was very smooth in the tech section. Yeah, so Matt Noble is I think he's leading the race at this point. If I look at the gap, the final gaps, I think he has maybe 30 seconds. XC Ben saying, I hope you get him. Alright, I'm gonna try my best. So that's the finishing lap 8 right now. I see him, so it's much closer on this lap. So it's final lap.
There it is. You're right there, man.
I'm right there. There's no tomorrow. Final race of the season. Final effort for this training block. After that, it's a recovery week, so I don't need to save anything. I can go all out. Josh is keeping tab on the gap with Martin, saying 32 at the finish line. All right, so we're catching Martin at the same time. Maybe we can pass both. He's close. Yeah, he's right there down the road. It's close, but yet so far. Alright, so if you look at my heart rate, it's the max we've seen in the race, I think, 165. When the bar is full, 166. So I'm turning up the engine. Cadence is high. Yeah, when I'm tired, I need to keep the cadence high. That's the thing. I cannot grind. Skifu saying he's so close. He's one mistake ahead. So if he puts a foot down in one section, I'm gonna be right on his wheel. Alright, tight section there. That was a good line in that section. It was fast. Josh saying spin to win. Skifu saying I think I would puke by now. Oh man. Yeah, I think I heard a few guys saying they were getting dizzy by the end of their race. I think 1 hour is yeah, it's enough to make you dizzy. All right, hard on the power there. We saw 500 something watts. He's up there and he's passing someone, so maybe he got slowed down. We're gonna lap the rider. So we're almost halfway on this lap. Still down the road, so and that happened. So I lost the front camera. So I heard the beep 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 beep, like shit. So that means I forgot to turn on my my battery pack. So I have a battery bank on my helmet to be able to record the whole race. So I was like, shit, I forgot to turn on the battery pack at the start of the race. So now I'm kind of troubleshooting, trying to turn on the battery bank on my helmet to let it charge the battery a little bit so I can restart it. So I'm still trying to attack every corner. I'm multitasking on the straight, restarting my camera. Jeff saying no. I'm like, oh man, why did I do that? I'm so used to record all my races. I messed it up. I didn't start my battery. So I was able to restart it, start the camera. Alright, so we're back. And then it cut again. Because I didn't leave it on long enough to recharge enough so that it could at least like start recording with the external power. It just shut down again, so I had to restart it again. Now we're back. Now it's gonna hold until the end. But I lost a bit of time troubleshooting, so we can see Roman there. So I might have lost like a second or two, maybe more, trying to troubleshoot my camera there. So it was the win or the footage. Steven is saying few. So what size tires? So I think I am. It's 33. Yeah, 33 tires. That's the limit for the. That's the UCI rule. Is 33 is the maximum width you can get. Just saying it's catered to the fans. Yeah, I was thinking I cannot like have a sprint finish without the footage. That would be lame. So yeah, but I lost because it was right there. The lap before it was right there in the turn. Now he's a bit further down the road there. So I'm like, okay, I think this is it. Unless he makes a mistake, I'm still one mistake behind him. So it's the final technical section there. So if he makes a mistake, I'm gonna be right there for the sprint. Otherwise, that's gonna be it for 8th place. So Ben is asking how much more juice with the battery. So it's it triples it's a 2400 milliamps, so it triples the battery life of the GoPro. So I get about 2.5-3 hours of battery life with that setup. So I can record a full cross-country race, 2 hour long. And I almost lost it there. It's not time to drop the bike. Tomo is saying Josh should join you on the next stream as a guest presenter. Yeah, we could have 2 presenters. That'd be nice. All right, so Martin,
Way to go, buddy.
finishing in 6th place, was able to stay ahead. Couldn't stay with Matt. Matt got 5th. Skype in. Yeah, I thought about that. Maybe we could Skype in some people, do some interviews. That would work. That would work. All right, so here I am. So Roman.
No more, hooray!
Roman was able to stay ahead for 7th place. So I got 8th place. So that was good. That was a good effort.
Good job,
Final
guys.
race. Martin, 6th place. It was really good racing with these guys. Alan Zeneker, Matt Smith, Martin Rushworth. We were having some close battles, the 4 of us. That was a really fun. So here's the podium of the race. So so Matthew Noble is the race winner. Kent Hammond 2nd place. Alan Zeneker got 3rd, and Gregory Goodwine is in 4th right there. And Matt Smith and Martin Rushworth running up the podium. So good effort. Congrats, guy, for the final race. And what it means. What it means. Here's the race result. So I wasn't lapped, so that was good. Joe Backman was behind me, 1 lap down. So he got lapped by the race leader, Matthew Noble. So let me show you the. Do I have the overall standing? Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. Overall standing. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. Oh, I cannot zoom in. So the winner of the series is Kent Hammond. Kent Hammond is your series winner. let me bring that back. Yeah. So Kent Hammond, series winner. So yeah. So Julien wasn't there. Julien Bourdevert and Jean-Louis Bourdevert, they were leading the series for most of the series, but they were not there at the final race. So the final race is awarding 1.5 times the point. So it makes a big difference in the points. So yeah, Kent Hammond, congrats. Consistency paid off.
3, 2,
And here's the series overall podium. Congrats, guys. That was a good season. Champagne podium. Yeah, so super stoked for Ken. He was there every weekend.
Series podium.
All right, there you go, series podium. So thanks for watching, guys. So yeah, like I said, there's not gonna be a stream in 2 weeks. There's no more racing, so it's gonna be a while before I stream again. So thanks for watching the stream this season. It's been a 34 races season for me. So I'm gonna resume streaming, I think, sometime in March when we start racing cross country. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. All right, cheers, guys.
There you go. Inside.
Mike Tobin, Alan. How you doing?
That was actually a race.
Good job, man.
Like I said, those races in between